Hi, my name is Hilda Silken, and I'm the author of Blue Mountain Mist. I'm doing another entry today, and this is very, very important from the authentic perspective because we have to study what exactly hit Earth, and it's quite a long story, and that is why they're trying to shorten it down. If we were to make a movie out of it, it'd probably be 3 or 4 series, and they're trying to leave that for year 20,000 AD. And we have to be respectful because a lot of the secret societies and intelligence agencies want to give their future up-and-coming children gifts of knowing things that the regular public doesn't. But Hannah wants to give a little bit of a summary because she sees it as a gift for humanity. And why is she being so hard on it? She's being hard on it because she was raised by the Black community. She sees it as the start of bettering humans from an evolution perspective, from a master human perspective, or from a better train of thought perspective. So when the line was going straight, she actually broke the line to take it to a different road. So we're going to have a look at the natural flow when circle goes into circle and star goes into star versus everything that intelligence tried to do, which was put the circle in the star and the star in the triangle, which absolutely did not flow. But let's look at the natural, authentic story she calls the gift. And the gift, ironically, is intermixed with a lot of intel, a lot of politics, a lot of hidden wars. It's a merging of all of that. So first of all, meet Hannah. She's a mother of only male children. So that's irregularity number one. She was conceived in Ararat, and she can easily prove this. Easily, absolutely, very simply prove this. There's a whole divination portion to this. These children are classified as shamanic children. It's a shamanic family. That is also education for the globe. So between her anthropology photos that made probably every white, very, very rich disciple pass out, these are part of the history of not just C3, but something being sent to Earth to kind of take Earth to a different level. Now let's look at what skies really, really picked in the authentic version. And this is a gift, like I said, for humanity. So they picked a womb with colors of children. Should we listen to that? I think we should. Media changed a lot of things. The skies are telling us something. Now, what else? She's also an Asiatic native. Native could mean green. We have to listen to what the skies is telling us. Remember one video before, she talked about the urban sprawl and how it's not functioning well. So this is a perfect opportunity to do a very large haul scale using this in the near future. She's also someone born to Turkey. Now, they wanted to take things and move it to Iran and India, completely disrespecting the Black community. She didn't see it that way. Anatolia bled in C3. C3's history. She wanted it to remain in Turkey. She was conceived in Ararat, born in Istanbul. She's hoping, even if it's not in the near future, sometime soon, it's just to remember the Orthodox Jews of Anatolia and their critical role in blessing the real Christ, that she believes that. She's also someone that expanded wholly in her sun collection, in her divination. Remember, these are 70 journals that are all over the place. So if there's 70, she did the biggest thing for Jews. She expanded wholly. So not only did she pull it away from Iran and China to respect the Negroes of Africa, but she also expanded wholly. That holy is very important because it connects the entire globe. She was born to Islam. Let's look at that. Why is her being born to Islam so important? Because she understands the poorest of poor, and she also understands the Ottoman portion or the Byzantine portion of the whole Erie story. When we are bringing out all of these things, it's going to be probably done in different formats to be able to educate the importance of Islam's role in historical of the region. So it's not just about the religious that we are shown in Afghanistan. There is a cultural heritage associated with Islam. What else is interesting about Hannah? She was raised by three various different Christian black mothers at three various eras in her life. Remember, she was born in 1967. She is a person of extreme high morality. She does not want any type of violence. What made her famous is not her Kanata means wings discovery. It's actually in 2003, running after the military, asking them what they're doing with the violence in Iraq. So her war study is what exploded today. What is she doing? She's pushing an alternative train of thought, higher education, meaning a complete 360 turn. She's someone who broke an academic record. Now, this is also very important. Ignore what's anything out there. She broke, whether it was clans or evolution theories, or there's 70 of them. Each single one is an academic record. She opened up, especially with the Linguistic Institute, she opened up several different fronts of academia at the universities. So, and what else? She's also a fascinating sample of early human around the globe. Now, what is interesting about this particular female, she found a lot of the richest rich, very spoiled, and that was not her cup of tea. Anytime she would travel, she would always be with the villagers or the locals. Every time she went to Panama or Honduras or Mexico, she would always somehow find the locals. She found them absolutely genuine. In the conflict, her trying to push, quote unquote, being a hooker, trying to release the evolution portion of the journal, she tried everything. When she took several black and white photos, it came out mortifying. Remember, she was altered several times in the whole story, but these photos, if you see them, they look like just a female version of Christ. It was very, very eerie. It made it more scarier that she had a fluke accident that was witnessed, that amongst in her triangles of her hand, if you look, there are triangles right there in her hand. There were, in that fluke accident, it bled perfectly. So that is also part of history. Now, what is also interesting about Hannah, she was a beautiful female that was given the title of Beautiful Mother in Southern Turkey. Now, who did this for her? She's only been to Southern Turkey once. That village will know who they are. It is based off a true story. It is a blessing because in Southern Turkey is where the gem houses are. If they see this, they will probably cheer. They will know who it is. So again, this is based off a true story. This is a female that has many, many sons. She is from a blended family as well, plus all the numerous children she took care of during her university years in housing. Those children, along with her blended family, along with her biological children, makes it all her sons. Now, she's a female whose migration history blew the minds out of academia. We're talking blew them completely out of their chairs, because she was actually a bridge between Asia and India and many, many countries. So when we think of a female that's perfectly matched around the globe, it would definitely be Hannah. And that is also not planned, a complete fluke. This is this version of the story is definitely the authentic version. There is these are things that she can easily prove. Now, what else is interesting about Hannah? She does believe in some of Mark's theories of bettering humans and stuff like that. Now, the question is, should we listen to the skies? That's a big one. After all of this, should we listen? That's up to you whether you wish to or wish not. But with so much suffering and a lot of humans being injured, part of C3's history, not linked to Hannah, these are just pressurized settings around the globe, and there's millions of these types of living quarters. Should we listen to the sky for a nice change? It might be time. That's the honest truth. That we don't know. A lot of these videos and everything like that will be closed. This is just a gift for humanity. And what did Hannah become? She became actually a war veteran in C3, fighting continuously. And there's the extreme violence of the hidden war. What was done in Canada? What was done in Africa, what was done in Anatolia, a lot of violence, unnecessary, but it's part of C3's. And when we look at this female, and this is the interesting part, because of the Intel chip involved, and because of the harm in Africa, there is a possibility that her gut feelings are maybe right, that with a blessed on earth, the devil also landed, and her job really as a white Negro, which is possibly a halo Negro, is to bring back a lot of the suffering that occurred unnecessarily. Again, these are humans that did not think of intelligence and really, really hurt many communities, meaning that they didn't heed her advice as a female to flow the integration in for change. Immediately there was conflict, and every country was protecting their position, and China wanted new Jews, and they wanted to change the migration stories and put Paris in Mexico and Mexico in Southern America. And these are the intelligence officers that are, again, trying to control and do love-hate games amongst themselves. That we don't know. But in the authentic version, it is really a nice flow. And when we think about it, it's exactly the circle in the circle, and the triangle in the triangle, the star in the star. This is in the authentic version, something that flows. Again, media people, putting Megan in and just switching around, bringing the Twinkie squad of 1,000 little hornet nests that are about to be brought to this earth, who want to leave their doctor position and now want to walk around with feathers. It was a lot of headaches for Hannah unnecessarily. She wanted to quietly build the project, and she's still working on it. That is no questions about it. And this is why you are seeing this video right now, because the biggest question is, should we really listen to what the skies picked? And it's a critical component of advancement, the push for advancement. And one last thing, what else is interesting about Hannah? This was her office job, a complete fluke. So this is where we are today. Someone that came in, and her goal was to modernize everything, provide 1,000 proposals to kind of fix a lot of these things, and then just leave Earth. So that is where we are today. Thank you and have a good day.